Daytona Beach, Florida, home to Hanksters, Hot Rods, Muscle Car, and Collector Car Showroom. America's #1 choice for premier collector cars for over 30 years. Today we have a Hanksters certified unit to present to you. Probably one of the most popular selling muscle cars right now available on the market. The 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle. It's a big block SS, 12 bolt. Let's check it out. 454 on the air cleaner. It is a 454 in the engine compartment. Cowl tag on the driver's side hood closure. We will have a photo of that for you guys on our website. That big shiny contraption that you see on the driver's side firewall, this is your power brake booster. This is your shiny master cylinder. Tells you the car is equipped with power brakes. Also shiny is your power steering reservoir, which is what you see mounted to the driver's side front of the block. So when you are wondering, does one of our classic cars in our inventory have air conditioning? You are looking for a set of AC lines and an AC compressor, and even if it has that, you have to be sure that it actually functions. This car is not equipped with neither one. The AC lines will come out the firewall right there. Your AC compressor is going to be mounted somewhere right there, and Nate and the boys at the garage can take care of that for you prior to shipping. We can add vintage air and heat. Not that we need it much here in Florida, but vintage air and heat, they're in stock. We do at least one every single week. There's 52 weeks in a year, so we get pretty good at it around here in Florida. Red car, black stripes, center console, staple shifter, automatic, black vinyl top. Let's keep going. Paint on the hood and the top of the fenders. First of all, your black stripes, those are black vinyl. Cowl induction hood, we'll figure out on the test drive if that does work. The paint on this car, probably 7.5 to 8 out of 10. You have your top of the fenders there, hood. Everything looks real nice up here. There's no blisters, bubbles, cracks, spider webs, clear coat fade, any of that going on. All of your vinyl on your black stripes look to be in good condition. Let's take a look at the front of the car. Headlight bezels. Those are in fantastic shape. Chrome on the front bumper, in very good condition. The front bumper is not new. You can see a couple imperfections. There's a little, like, I don't know what happened there. It looked like somebody was prying on it with some pliers or something. But a couple faint little scratches and a couple little hard water stains. But no rust on the front bumper, no chrome peel. You know, no real issues to speak of. You can just tell it's not a brand new front bumper. Driver's side of the car, let's look at a couple things. First of all, the SS 454 there on the driver's side front fender, that looks to be in good shape. Down low, below that, that's where your problematic areas are. If there's any filler or Bondo, it's going to make its presence known down there. Nothing going on the front fender that we need to be concerned with. Your wheel opening molding looks to be like it's in good shape. The paint on the front fender here, uniform color and clear, and no kinds of issues going on the front fender. Glass clarity, let's start with the front windshield. Looks to be in pretty good shape. You do not have any cracks or chips. The vinyl top down the A-pillar, across the top of the windshield, across the top of the car, in real good shape. Your seams are in nice condition. Drip rail moldings look good. Let's move back to the glass clarity on this car. Driver door glass looks good. Quarter window glass, that looks good. Look at your door, how nicely it closes to the rear quarter and to the front fender. The body lines are good. Down low on the door and the rocker. Let's shoot there for a moment. Once again, there are no real issues to talk about down there. It looks to be in pretty good shape. Let's check out the driver's side door. Look at how nicely the door closes to the rear quarter there. Check out the driver's side door panel. Up top, looks to be in pretty good shape. None of the chrome's peeling off the door. At the bottom, you got a tiny bit of warping at the bottom, but nothing bad, at all. Your chrome there on your door pull and on your window crank, those both look to be in good shape. Before we move to the front of the car, let's check out the back seat. You have no issues as far as your vinyl is concerned. Looks good back there. Carpeting, that looks to be in pretty decent condition. seat back, not heavily scratched or fallen off. No tears in the headrest. No tears in the seat back. There's a little, like the cord's worn just right there, just a little bit. That's just that rubber cord that runs the length of the seat there. But it's not torn, just a little bit of black worn off where the driver gets in and out of the seat. And then, of course, your seat bottom. No rips, tears. You got good cushion. Center console staple shifter, as I already mentioned. The Chevelle floor mats in the car are brand new. We'll show you underneath the floor mat there. No issues there to talk about. Your bezels and gauges look to be in pretty good shape. We'll check those out when we're on the test drive. Okay, let's move to the rear quarter. Let's start high where your vinyl top meets your rear quarter. The moldings, your chrome moldings that are on the top of the quarter, that meet where the vinyl meets the quarter, that's in good shape. No rust issues underneath there. The rear quarter in front of and behind the driver's side rear wheel, there's no problems there. Let's jump up to our glass in the rear. Pioneer 6x9s in the back. We'll find out if those work on the test drive. Your area here behind the rear window, no rust bubbles, no issues with the vinyl top. Your chrome here that encompasses the rear windshield, that looks to be in good shape. Your black stripes, I don't know, I don't feel these might be painted on back here, but if not, they're definitely cleared over. There's no vinyl lip. The trunk closes nicely to the rear quarter. Your bumper chrome there in the rear is real nice. No pitting, rusting, flaking, anything like that. Dual chrome tips come out underneath the lower valance in the rear. Okay, let's move to our trunk. Full-size spare, BFG. Trunk mat looks good. Trunk pan looks good. No problems there. Passenger side. So first I want you to look at how nicely the door closes to the rear quarter. Then I want you to look at the area here on the rear quarter. There is a little like, I don't know, like a little scratch there. I guess it's not real highly noticeable, but it is there. Then the rear quarter itself, as far as paint's concerned, no blisters, bubbles, cracks, issues. Really nice paint on the rear quarter of the car. We do have like two little tiny dents here on your drip rail. That's very common on these classic cars. Somebody putting them on squeezes them a little too tight. These are pretty cheap to replace. They're harder to put on than they are to replace. Your vinyl top's in real good shape here throughout the entire length of the passenger side there, from the front windshield all the way to the rear quarter. Glass clarity, driver's side door glass, quarter window glass, both in nice shape. Your body lines, look at how nicely it lines up there with the door and the fender. Real nice and straight there. Your the bottom of the door is tucked in real nice to the rear quarter and to the lower rocker. Look inside the passenger side of the car. Door panel, once again, in pretty nice shape up here, not torn. The armrest isn't torn or falling off the door panel. The bottom of the door panel looks good. Chevelle floor mats look good. Black vinyl looks good. Center console looks good. It's a pretty nice car, both inside and out. Let's check out the bottom of the passenger side door and down low on the rocker panel. By the way, we do not have any history on this car. When it was painted, when it was restored, when the motor was rebuilt, when the tranny was rebuilt, anything like that. If we did have any of those items, we would definitely disclose it in this presentation. Lastly, let's check out the paint condition on our front fender. On the passenger side, there is a little tiny chip right there. That's about all I see though. Looks to be like it's in pretty good shape. Okay, I think that about does it. Red, black stripes, black vinyl top, center console, power steering, power brakes, big block 12 bolt, newer BFG tires. Has a lot going for it, this car. It's the right year. 1970 is the most desirable when it comes to Chevelles right now, probably followed by 67. 70 would be first in my personal opinion, 67, at least based on what we sell. And then 71s and 72s are real hot right now too, so, and we move a lot of those as well. Let's put our 70 up in the air and we'll check out the undercarriage portion of this car and then we will drive it. I do encourage you guys to visit our showroom in person to check out this 1970 Chevelle or any other vehicle in our inventory that you might be interested in. We would be more than happy to have our sales staff pull whatever vehicle you're interested in outside for you so you can check out the condition of the car real well out in the natural sunshine. We'll put it up in the air for you if you'd like. You can check out all the undercarriage components of this car, you know, your floor pans, bottom of the motor and the transmission, your tire condition, check all your bushings, body mounts, rubbers, all that stuff. We'll let you drive the car. You can see how it stops, steers, rides, handles, accelerates, performs, all that stuff. This way, when the vehicle shows up to you, wherever you might be located at, there are no surprises because you were here and you went over the car for yourself. Our website, Hanksters.com. Every single car, whether it's in our Daytona Beach location or in our Pennsylvania showroom, they generally have 75 to 100 photos of each vehicle, including a video presentation. We do this because we are an internet-based business. That's how the majority of our transactions are conducted. We're like the Amazon of classic cars. You give us a call and a few days later, a car shows up once you pay for it, of course. We've been doing that a long time. So hopefully our longevity in this business tells you something about the quality and quantity of vehicle we move through our showrooms month after month and year after year. Think about this. A lot of these classic car dealerships that you see online, you know, they've just surfaced in the last maybe 3 to 5 years. We've been doing this over 30. So we've been around a long time. So Hanksters is probably a pretty safe bet when it comes to buying a classic car online. If we weren't doing the right thing, we probably would have went out of business years ago, you know, but we haven't. We're still here. But nobody's a better judge of how to spend your hard-earned dollar than you are. We all work hard for our money, so I encourage you, before you pull the trigger on a classic car, check it out for yourself. Meet our sales staff face-to-face. We'll talk about the expectations and responsibilities that come with owning one of these classics. Show you our showroom, maybe grab a couple t-shirts or a hoodie or something out of the gift shop, and get yourself a nice new classic car from Hanksters Hot Rods, Daytona Beach. Let's put our 70 Chevelle up in the air and check out the underneath of this car. Underneath our 1970 Chevrolet Ss Chevelle. Disc brakes up front on this car. You can pass the cross member and get a nice look at the front of not only the pan, but also the front seal. So obviously right now you're looking at the passenger side. We'll switch here momentarily to the driver's side for you so that you can see that. Everything looks good there. Passing the cross member and moving to the rear of the vehicle. You can't really see much. You got a mini starter in the way, headers, all that fun stuff. So let's go to our headers. They appear to be somewhat newer. They have been scraped a little bit right here at the bottom. However, there are no punctures. Nothing's collapsed. None of the pipes are collapsed. Excuse me. So we look pretty good there. Let's move to our tranny pan where you can see right now everything's nice and dry. Let's check our speedo cable. Not sure if you guys can really see the tail shaft seal. I can there, but we'll shoot it with our camera anyways, and you can try to pause it or something like that. But everything looks nice and dry as far as the transmission is concerned. Frame rails and floor pans on the car look fantastic. Let's start with the driver's side first. We left the floor pans just the way that they are. We have not touched them. They appear that they could be original pans. I don't know. Maybe they were replaced at some point in their life. However, no issues as far as any kind of patchwork or silicone. You can see they're all that like oxidized red color. The exhaust system comes off of your headers into an X pipe and then back to dual MagnaFlow mufflers in the rear of this car. 12-bolt rear to pair with that big block. Your rear brakes are drum. Your raised weight letter BFGs are from 2023. You have good tread here. Your wear bars are way down inside of the tread, and then you know, no cracking, dry rot either in the sidewalls or in the actual treads. Gas tank's in good shape, not dented in, caved in, pushed in, punctured, any of that stuff. And then your dual chrome tips that you saw a little earlier on when we did the walk-around presentation. 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle Ss. Time to drop it down on the ground, take it on a test drive. Before we do that, let's talk about our payment options. If you are a cash buyer, we accept a cashier's check from your bank. And more often than not, the most common form of payment is bank wire transfer. If you're financing, the collector car lenders we work with will do 5 to 15-year loans on these cars. It requires approval, of course. 10% down to the purchase price is your required minimum down payment. So if your credit score is 9,000, you have to put down 10% of the purchase price, which, if you do the math real quick, is $5,000 on 50 grand or $2,000 on 20 grand. No prepayment penalty on the loan. So if you pay it off early, let's say you get approved for a 10-year loan on this Chevelle, you pay it off in 2, they won't penalize you for doing that. Once the vehicle is funded in full, we put the car through a pre-delivery inspection. Look, we are in the business of selling old cars, as I stated earlier. Anything can malfunction, start leaking, stop working at any given moment. Trust me, I know this. Therefore, we put the vehicle through one last shakedown prior to it leaving our facility and heading your direction. Once it's green-lighted through our service department, the vehicle goes through detail and then a carrier is dispatched if we are the ones handling the shipment. Typically, we can have a driver here within a 48-hour time frame. However, if you're in a more difficult destination, or we're contending with weather here in Florida drivers do not want to drive into or drive out of, or there's weather in your neck of the woods, you know, be it a snowstorm or hurricane, you know, torrential downpours, you know, allow us a few extra days, maybe 4, 5, 6 business days to get your car moving, but I promise you we will get your vehicle just as quickly and as safely as we possibly can. We know you're excited to get your new ride. We are excited. We earned yet another customer. So we will get you your 70 Chevelle or whatever car you're waiting for just as quickly and as safely as we possibly can. Let's set this vehicle down on the ground, take it on a test drive. Okay, inside our 1970 Chevelle, horn, wipers, turn signals, driver's side. While we're there, let's do the tack. Tack works. 70,208 is the miles on the odometer. True miles unknown. Title reads exempt. Passenger side turn. Temp we'll keep an eye on the test drive. Fuel gauge is working. The radio is working. Maybe the temp gauge doesn't work in the dash because there's aftermarkets down there. Voltage, temp, and oil. Those are all functioning. The clock does not work, and it will not work because we do not do clocks as part of our certification process. Headliner in the car looks good. The sun visors look newer. Dash pad looks to be in pretty good shape. Center console doesn't look to be cracked or damaged in any way. It looks pretty decent. Let's take it on a drive. It is a beautiful Friday morning here in Daytona Beach, and we are in our 1970 Chevelle. Car has nice tight steering. When you let go of the wheel, the car tracks nice and straight. You see the steering wheels lined up. You have no front tire vibration, no engine vibration, tranny vibration. You know, when I make that statement in the videos, an engine vibration could be either internal or it could also be external as far as like bad motor mounts or something like that. Same thing with the tranny mounts. If the tranny mounts are bad, you know, you'll get a vibration out of the tranny. But everything's real nice and smooth in our 70 Chevelle. Rides real nice. Speedo's working. Check that out. 45 miles an hour. Our temp, we're good down there. We have a $190, which is a big block Chevrolet, you know, a 396, 427, 454. They should run between 190, 200, maybe even 205. You know, but 200 I'm pretty comfortable with. By the way, we're stopping. You know, no issues there. No vibration or pulsation out of the rotors at all. We'll take our right-hand turn here. We'll run it through the gears for you. Show you, we can get the car up there, you know, 50, 60 miles an hour. Once again, the brakes, look at that. Nice stopping power, no issues as far as any kind of vibration or pulsation out of your front rotors. Tells you the rotors aren't warped or pitted. So there's 70 miles, 75. I'm going to shut it off there. Here's 60 miles an hour. Look at that. Look at the steering wheel, the front end in this car. 65 miles an hour. It's fantastic. Really nice. 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle, red, black stripes, power steering, power brakes, big block. Nice car. 386-944-9219 is our contact phone here in Daytona Beach. Hanksters.com is our website where you can find all the photos of this vehicle along with this video presentation you're watching right this very moment. At full retail price, our 70 Chevelle includes shipping in the lower 48 United States on an enclosed carrier. It also includes a powertrain warranty. That warranty includes internal components of the engine, the transmission, and the rear end. It does not cover things like oil pan gaskets, tranny pan gaskets, brakes, batteries, starters, alternators. By the way, look at our tach. See how it's holding nice and steady? That means the car's idling real nice. Our temp, look, we're below 190, we're about 189. That's fantastic. We're charging properly. We got plenty of oil pressure. All good things when you're looking at a big block Chevrolet Chevelle. Is the price of this car negotiable? It most certainly is, within reason, of course. If we negotiate the price of the car, the shipping comes off. The warranty comes off. The warranty is only at full retail price. So you don't have to bother asking that question because the warranty is not available at anything but full price. And then the shipping. So at full retail price, you get the security of our warranty and the luxury of our shipping. And that luxury includes us vesting the driver and making sure they're properly licensed, bonded, and insured. Us arranging the pickup of the vehicle at our showroom, arranging the delivery to you at your home or office, tracking the progress of the shipment from the time it leaves our showroom to the time it makes it to your location. See, these cars, they turn heads. And then also we pay the driver when they pick up the car. At a negotiated price point, you will handle all that legwork on your own. Maybe you are a collector or an investor. You have your own method of transportation, be it a trailer that you own or a driver you've used in the past you had a good experience with. Fantastic. No problems. We do not make any money off the shipping. We simply provide it as a convenience to our buyers at our full retail price point. And if you're local to us here in the Sunshine State, you'll have no issue driving the Chevelle home. We're idling nicely, tach's holding nice and steady, and we're cooling properly. Hanksters Hot Rods is located in Central Florida, sunny Daytona Beach, and our website is hanksters.com. Check us out.